Hello everyone, it's Rebe Budgeting because yes, I'll be budgeting and cash stuffing. Welcome back to my channel where we are telling our money where to go so we're not left wondering where it went. On my channel, we do all things cash envelope stuffing, budget with me's, sinking funds, and some savings challenges. If that's something you're interested in or if you're just wanting to watch and follow my journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below so we can chit chat. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing week 4 of our different budgeting journeys. This was a series started by Budgeting April. And so today's video is about our struggles. I think I really talked a lot about my struggles in the past. In the last 3 videos, which if you click on the hashtag ODBJ, all of our videos will be found there, and you can kind of take a look through everyone's different journeys. But I've talked about my prior struggles a lot during those videos, and so I figured for this video I would talk more about my current struggles since I've started budgeting in this way, cash stuffing, actually having sinking funds. Because I've been doing this since just May of this year. And so in this short amount of time, there's definitely been some struggles that I've come across so far. And really, I think they all kind of relate to each other. Excuse me. Or kind of domino upon each other. But definitely the biggest struggle, which I think many channels have mentioned, is just remembering not to compare your journey to other people. Comparison is a thief of joy. I'm sure we've all heard that many times, but it's so true. Because when you look at your budget, your personal finances, your family situation, and you look at someone else's channel who may be way more comfortable based on, what social media is telling us, and you can start to get down about your situation. And so for me, it's not just about progress, because I understand that I just started this year and halfway through this year at that. So I understand that it's definitely going to take me longer to reach someone who's been cash stuffing for many, many years. But not just, like I said, not just a progress standpoint, because I'm very realistic about that, but also just, I know for me, I think about folks that have the side hustles, or folks that may be able to split their expenses because they're living with a significant other or still living at the family home, which are all things that are somewhat in my own control. But yeah, just that fleeting thought of like, well, if I just had a partner that lived here, or if I just had a roommate that lived here, or, if I was super creative and had an Etsy shop and had a side hustle that I could just work on and do whenever I wanted to, then I can do this and I can do that. And so even still, I found myself having those moments. And so when I do, I try to bring myself back to ground zero, find my foundation, find my why, and then those thoughts typically go away pretty quickly. That kind of leads to another struggle, is that I'm gonna be honest, you guys, like I work my full-time salary job. And when I leave there, or when I clock out, I feel like I'm done. Because I know there are many other side hustles that I can do that don't require an Etsy shop, or don't require me to punch into another company's clock. But even like at the beginning of this year, I was doing DoorDash, and sometimes when I would be door dashing, I just felt like, man, I really should not be doing this. And I put those in air quotes, because when you need extra money, when your budget, when your full-time salary is not cutting it, the best solution is a secondary income, right? And so when I did DoorDash earlier this year, I did reap the benefits of it, and kind of saw how it helped balance my full-time job. But yeah, there's just some days where it's like when I get off work, I'm done. I don't want to go work another job. I don't have the energy the mental capacity to, or even my lifestyle. That's kind of another reason why I don't have a side hustle, is because because of my close-knit family, my close knit amount of friends, the activities that I do outside of work, like my sorority. I'm in multiple organizations within the Denver metro area. And so if I'm not working, if I'm not with my family and my friends, I'm probably doing work toward those organizations. And, as we know, those aren't paying gigs. Those are things that I'm just super passionate about. And I want to save that space and time in my calendar for. And so, yeah, some days I look at my calendar, I look at my month, and it's like I don't even have time to DoorDash the way that I would need to supplement my salary. So the side hustle thing, the secondary income thing has been a struggle for me. And that leads to my next struggle, which is just the number of sinking funds that I have, because I know myself and I know that I do have to give my money a place to go. I do have to remove the money from my bank account. I know there's a lot of budgeters that use prop money and a mixture of prop money. But for me, if that money is in my bank account, I will swipe my card. That's just me. I know that about me. It's something that I've been very real, very real with myself about. And so because of that, I feel like I have so many sinking funds, because once that money is out of my account, it needs to go somewhere. And there's just a lot of things, again, that I think about that are coming up in the next 6 months, in the next year. And it's like, I need a sinking fund for that. And so I create one. And so I feel like I have so many sinking funds, and it's like, again, to the struggle that I just talked about. If my salary isn't allowing me to hit all the sinking funds that I need to in a way that I need to, then guess what? I need to get back on DoorDash or Uber Eats or something like that. And then my sinking funds are also very active. If you've been watching my channel, like for birthday, for example, anytime I put money in that birthday envelope, by the end of the weekend, by the end of maybe a few days after I've stuffed that envelope, it's gone, because there's always a birthday. And especially now that we're in the fall, heading into the winter season, it's nothing but back-to-back birthdays, back-to-back holidays for me. And so while I do have a birthday sinking fund, a family sinking fund, a sinking fund for my nieces and nephew, sinking funds for general holidays, and then for Christmas, which I've been able to, put money in, especially Christmas and holidays. I know those funds within the next 2 months are literally going to be depleted. And even if they are depleted, once I put money in, it'll be out by the time, that weekend goes by, which is fine, because when you have sinking funds and you use them for what they're designated for, that's what helps me have the guilt-free spending. But yeah, in general though, even when I started way back in May, I realized that my sinking funds were actually very active. So I guess they're more short-term sinking funds than the sinking funds that you add to month after month or check after check, and they just kind of hang out for a while until something big or major happens. And then also another struggle, which again kind of goes to what I've been saying so far, is just learning how to save, learning how to put money aside, put money in my sinking funds, but also live and enjoy life. I'm definitely those type of people that I enjoy experiences. And so 9 times out of 10, if I don't have money set aside for something, if one of my friends hits me up and says, hey, let's go to a concert next weekend, tickets are $30, 9 times out of 10, I'll figure out how to find that $30, whether I use my checking account cushion, or whether I use maybe some money from my own personal envelopes, my spending category, things like that. Because some experiences you just can't bypass. And I don't want to be one of those people that, has all this money, but has not experienced life. And I'm sure, you know, like life is for the living. That's what I say. You know, and not speaking any ill will or, you know, not speaking negatively, but you can't take any of this money with you. I'm sure your family will be happy that, you know, your bills are paid and you left them some money behind and left them some resources behind to take care of you and your afterlife business. But life is for the living. And so I'm still going to make sure I'm saving while I'm still living life and enjoying those experiences. So that's been a balance over these last, 6 months now that I feel like for the most part I've been able to manage. And then I think the last overall struggle for me is just that, yes, I do still have debt, which I am doing a debt confession, you guys. I know I've been saying that for a while, but honestly, I want to wait to see what happens with the student loan forgiveness. I want to see my balance come down. Because unfortunately I will still have a small balance left over even after getting the majority of my student loan balance forgiven. So I want to see that come all the way down first, like in black and white, before I do my debt confession. But yeah, so I am still in debt. And again, it just goes back to the last struggle, is saving, living life while also paying debt. And the Budget Mom had a pretty good post on Instagram the other day about some of us will be in that category of I just can't and I refuse to give up the niceties of life, give up hanging out with my friends and family, give up going to concerts, you know, just experiencing life just so I can pay off debt and save. I'm going to figure out how to do all of those. And again, whether that means I have to get back out here and get back on a side hustle, I will. But at this point right now, I think I'm in an okay spot to where, yes, it's a struggle. Yes, it's something I think about, but I'm not to the point to where, you know, that's something I need to do. So I hope that, you know, kind of gives you an overall idea of my struggles. Again, at least within this last 6 months that I've been seriously cash stuffing, budgeting in the way that I do. Again, thank you to everyone who's been tuning into this series. Thank you to Budgeting April. I haven't heard from my sis Yasmin Budget, so I'm going to reach out to her because she hasn't uploaded in a couple weeks. But still, like I said, if you hit on the hashtag ODBJ, all the channels that are participating, all their videos will be up there. So thank you so much if you watched this video. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next week when we talk about overall advice. Again, thank you. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.